founded in February 2016, and it was founded by one of my previous colleagues, Sam Zhang and I. So how the idea came about is, so we were both data scientists. And we spent a number of years working with different group clients and really try to help them to unlock the power of data. And one of the observations that we had was, even though data science was great, it was actually incredibly hard to build that type of capability at scale in-house for any organization. So the idea is really, how do we take data science and all the concept of data science, but really use, I guess, the scalability around software engineering and bring those two together. So the vision always has been, we have to use natural language as the interface for the software, and really has to really help the end users, the non-technical users, to be able to interface with data in a very simple and a really smart way.
Hyperana it's an internally housed tool that you just log into through your browser. Once you log into it, then you get access to the interface in which you just ask sort of normal natural language questions about the particular data set that you're looking at. It's about not necessarily having to try and have a really focused or bucketed kind of dashboard on something, but allowing you to really look at a data set in the hundreds and thousands of different ways that you potentially can. It's about giving it that multi-layer ability to look into it from all different angles.
It's not about whether a question is simple or not. A lot of the time is about how fast you can get the answers to your question. And that's the frustrating part, right? Is you think your question is so simple, yet you have to wait weeks or months to get the answer. And by the time the answer is delivered to you, you might have solved that problem already. So really for us, it's not about solving a complicated question. We want to solve every single question at scale. We started engaging with IAG, I think in July or August 2016, so quite early on in the product cycle. The pitch that we pitched today is very much about still the pitch that we use today is you have a lot of data assets, right? But really the Power of Hyperana is helping you to democratize that data to every single users or every single employees within IAG.
We asked the Hyperana team, could we do a proof of concept and run that as a bit of a pilot program? And they were pretty happy to do that. And the interesting thing about it was that we sort of said, well, how long is it going to take? How much time we'll have to allocate to set it up? And surprisingly, they said, about a week. And we said, oh, really, a week? That's all we'll need. So it was just literally, by the time we gave them our data and a decent data set around our supply chain area where we wanted to focus it, within a matter of, say, 3 or 4 days, they'd loaded that data set and were able to come back and start showing us real results, which was one of the most exciting and interesting things I think about those early days of working with the Hyperana team.
The whole process has been really efficient and really fast. I would say we didn't plan to raise a round this year in particular, but when the opportunity came, realized these are great investors who really believe in the product and believe in the vision that we're trying to deliver as well. And that's really key for us, right? It's that people who will see the same future as we do.
It provides that capability for less technical people to be able to delve into the data world. I think, in today's day and age, with the amount of data that we've got, that we're being flooded with, we're potentially only analysing less than 1% at the moment. So it's about sort of knowing that we've got to grow it. We've got to grow everyone's capability to be able to do it.
Today, when somebody wants to do something in our business, they kind of either rely a little bit on their intuition or their kind of business expertise, right? Because they've been in that area for a while, because they can't see the data. Data's not as accessible and it's harder to get. But what we really want to do is we want to provide those people with the real kind of truth and measurement from a data perspective about what's really going on, so they can make decisions from that aspect rather than relying on that intuition. And that's where we see the Hyperana platform really giving us an advantage, in that it kind of gives you that very Google-like or Siri-like interface, so you can just ask questions of information and within seconds get a result, right? Get an answer back for that question.
After we launched the proof of concept within IAG, we actually sat down with every single user and tried to understand what is good about the product, but more importantly, what is not good about the product, right? And we take these feedbacks really seriously. And not just by listening to it, but actually making changes in the product so that it keeps on evolving in delivering more values to the end customer. I'm very much still going to focus on financial services, but start to look into other markets: Hong Kong, Singapore, US, and potentially China as well.
I think there's a big future between us, and particularly right now we've just sort of embarked on this 12-month journey right now where we're looking at other opportunities to bring Hyperowner in. And essentially, what we'd like to do is put Hyperowner across pretty much most of the business domains within our organisation, from claims to sales, to HR, finance, all those kind of areas, and really enable people to use their information more.